All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Little live stream here in the afternoon. You love to see it. Coming to you guys live from YouTube as well as LinkedIn. I am doing my first live stream on LinkedIn, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? I have never done this before on LinkedIn. I just found this out today, so I'm excited for it. Looking forward to provide some good content to you guys. I think I have the most social media followers on my LinkedIn, almost 18,000 people, which is awesome. And yeah, little two for one for you guys. So without further ado, we are going to continue the video audit series. If you guys have checked out my YouTube videos, I am doing digital marketing audits of really a lot of healthcare, nursing homes, hospice, hospitals. So we're going to continue with nursing homes today. And we've done a lot of videos on nursing homes, and we are going to go to none other than Baltimore, Maryland, home of the Ravens, the what else is in Baltimore? Edgar Allan Poe. A lot of good stuff coming to you out of the city of Baltimore. Baltimore's a great city. I think Baltimore actually is a very, in my opinion, underrated city. I might get some hate for that. I might get some love for that, a little mix of both. But either way, we are going to do an audit of none other than, let's do Sunrise of Pikesville. And again, just a disclaimer, I am doing these just to put out my own personal kind of thoughts and kind of feedback here. If I was their marketing company, what would I do better? Um, that's really just where I'm coming from. I'm not here to slander any company. I'm just providing marketing advice and just general information. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. So let's go from there. So top down, Sunrise of Pikesville. So I always start with their Google rating. So 4.3 out of 5. They have 22 reviews. Not a lot of reviews. I mean, as you can see here, like other companies such as Autumn Lake Healthcare, Westgate, like these guys have hundreds of reviews. So this place might be a little newer, or maybe they're just getting into marketing. I'm not really sure. 4.3 isn't too good. I mean, it's okay. It's good. It's not the best. I would say you want to at least get a 4.5 out of 5. An easy way to get some of these negative reviews down, which they're doing, is responding to reviews. It's very, very important to do that. As you can see here, they're missing some of these. They need to be consistent, respond to every single one of them. Really, at the end of the day, what you're doing is giving your clients a voice to not only contact you, but potentially remove the review and actually potentially save them as a client, right? I've actually had a couple reviews pop up with Momentum where, hey, we're not perfect. We try to do our best every single day, but sometimes it slips through the cracks. And what happens is I actually talk to that person and I kind of hear them out. They kind of just word vomit at me and, maybe use a couple choice words, but really they are, feeling understood. They're feeling like I have some level of empathy. And from there, they actually, I'm pleased to say for the most part, every single one-star review that I've talked to that's willing to talk has removed their review. So they need to be consistent doing this. They also just need to go and give these to new clients, patients, team members, boost this up to at least a 4.5. That would be very, very important. Some other stuff too that I see is they don't really add in a lot of services. So as you can see here, they don't really have a lot of services like nursing home, maybe some hospice, maybe general health. I mean, whatever they want to put in here, they can add this. They just need to go to profile, add service, and then it's going to be a little carousel that you can check in here, which is really, really cool, right? Their description's okay. It's a little bare bones. I mean, if I was to Google Momentum 360, for instance, for context, right, 4.9 out of 5. As you can see, we have a very nice optimized description. So they are missing this. I think they have what? It looks like close to half of the characters that we do. So you want to make sure that you're adding that to the best of your ability. As you can see, Momentum, we've pretty optimized profile. Other than that, with social profiles, so this is a lot of, people miss these profiles all the time with their nursing home. So they have Meta here, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. They need to add in Pinterest, TikTok, and LinkedIn. So they need to add these 3 here. a question I get all the time is, well, Sean, why does a nursing home need a TikTok account? Well, it's not just for the fact that I think they should post on there. It's also for the fact that, in my opinion, they just need to have it for a consistent social bookmark. I think it's very, very important for that, right? Other things they can do, they can, make more questions and answers. This section is actually going away, as you guys are familiar with, as well as just adding in more photos. Really, if you look at all these other places like Autumn Lake, they have, well, that's not a good example. These guys only have 19 photos, but Westgate, well, maybe I stand corrected, but normally you want to have as many photos added as humanly possible. Well, the one thing they're also mentioning, like I forgot to mention, is they do not have updates. So as you can see here are some updates. We're pretty much, for the most part, trying to post every week for the most part. As you can see here, they do not have any posts. So that's very, very important to do. All right. So let's get in here. So Sunrise, these guys are a pretty big company. So they have a lot of different locations. They're pretty much here. So I'm just going to go through their location page. Right off the get-go, I mean, really solid, nice twilight little, picture here. That looks pretty cool. They have the virtual tours, more photos. They have pricing. They have a description of the place. So aesthetically, it looks really cool. They have a Google map here, which is nice. I would like to see them add in some reviews, which I don't think they have. Yeah, I don't think they have. Oh, here we go. Cool. So maybe add this a little bit more, kind of above what they normally have now, but I think this page is okay. I mean, it looks pretty good. Other communities in your area, so I like that. I mean, listen, this page is very well put together, so kudos to these guys. Let's go into their SEO. Is this not working on the? Yeah, I guess it's not. Well, their description's too long. The meta tag is obsolete, and I'm just reading this off of a plugin for whatever reason. For people that are on the live stream, you can't read this, unfortunately, for the most part. So it is what it is. Well, actually, let me try to do this. Give me one sec. Let me try to, because I think this is going to be really important, actually. So let me make sure this works. Chrome tab. Yeah, let me see if this is going to work. No, that didn't work. Sorry, guys. All right, whatever. Yeah, it still's not showing. Okay. So description's too long. They need to add in, they're missing a Facebook image. It's just something within the code. They are missing the H1 tag, which is very, very important, as well as they need to add in 5 links with anchor text. Currently, they do not have that, which is very important. Again, this is just technical SEO. This is technical stuff. Some people might be like, oh, what does this mean? Don't worry about it. It's just technical stuff they need to fix on the website. Other stuff, they have 100. So this is very important, guys. They have 165 images on this page, right? 165 of them are not optimized. So every single image needs to be optimized for the most part. The one thing I will say, which I do like about the site, is they do have Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager. They have Google CDN, which is very important. They have Microsoft Clarity, which is like for heat map and kind of conversion tracking, which is important, as well as Bing and Teads, which is a form of advertising. They have Facebook widgets, and they also have Live Intent, which is another kind of marketing conversion tool, which is cool to see. Let's go to their LinkedIn and see exactly what we have here. So, massive, huge company. They're headquartered in McLean, Virginia. They have over 112,000 followers, which is massive. They have a good logo here. They have a great background image of the community. Positively shine. Just like being nitpicky here, maybe this is cut off a little bit. I think it is, or maybe not. I don't really know the logo, but that's very important. They are using Sales Navigator. As you can see here, they have a full optimized description, website added. They have a location for where their headquarters is, which is great. They are also posting pretty much once a week, I would say, a couple times a week. I would like them to add in reels and videos. So they have a nice kind of branded horizontal style video here. I would like them to add more vertical style reels, which are good for social media. I mean, but this is great video work. I mean, the cinematography looks very good. Nice, smooth, crisp video. So this was shot in 120 FPS. This is called 120 FPS frame per second frames per second. This is like, sorry, slow mo. So this is very important. This is cool. Yeah, maybe add in a little bit more articles. Maybe add some documents. You know, it's the last time you did this was a couple months ago. Articles a couple years ago. So other than that, I mean, these guys are doing very, very well, adding in life. So they have different company spotlights. That's very important. And then obviously highlighting people, which is pretty cool too. So obviously you can see all these people here, which is very nice. Overall, I think Sunrise is doing an amazing job. The one thing I would want to say, you know, they've been around the block, what, 2025? So they've been in business for 44 years. Congrats to them. Beginning with a single community. Now they have over 270 communities. So this is a very, very large company. I would say with Sunrise, one of the things that I would want to see is, again, just doing a quick, itemized list here. More reviews, responding to reviews more consistently, posting to the Google business profile, and then fixing some of those things technically on the website. And then with the social media, I mean, you guys are killing it. You guys are posting a lot of good stuff. I would just say to mix it up a little bit more, adding more articles and, maybe graphic designs and vertical style reels. But listen, I mean, the fact of the matter is these guys are posting 120 FPS slow-mo videos. It looks very, very crisp. It looks very, very clean, very, very professional. And I mean, these guys are doing an amazing job with what they have now. So they're interviewing Susan here, who's a current resident. Just looks great. I mean, it really, really looks polished. They have a lot of branding here that looks fantastic. So I think these guys are doing an incredible job. I would just take some of the pointers that I added to this video and really go from there. As I say, guys, if you have any needs for this yourself, whether you're a healthcare company or whether you are a just general service business, give me a call. I'm going to, so in the search bar, I'll just do this. So Sean at needmomentum.com. This is my email. You guys can email me. Feel free to say, hey, I found you from a YouTube video. If you guys want a free marketing audit, as well as if you want to call our cell, if you want to be a little bit more communicative, 215-607-6482. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys want to see more of these, let me know. Comment below. What do you want to see? What do you want me to hear me talk about? Other than that, thank you. I appreciate the time, and I will talk to you soon.